Well, it's Thursday morning and there's no point me doing dual screen when you can't see anything out the window. I'm just taking the crusher to the yard. I left it on the van last night because obviously we got in late and I didn't want to go all the way to the yard, open all the gates up, reverse the trailer, unhook it, then bring it and go back home. And obviously Phil lives the other side. So he was going to meet me this morning and we were going to go and obviously do it. However, he's not well, so he said he felt a bit bad last night and then he's woke up this morning, just feels terrible. So it'll just be me and Ronnie today on the extension job, and Ben needs the tipper, so Ronnie's going to meet at the student job. I've got a box of what do you call, like, I don't know what the actual name for them is, but instead of us putting a piece of stud timber in at the exact thing, we've got these metal ones which expand and to the size, and then you can put your back box at the right depth and you've got somewhere to clip cables and stuff too, and pipe work. And I think they work out like 60 something each, or less than £1 each, which is good. Right, what is the best way of me doing this? Because somebody has blocked the way. So I'm going to have to turn around and do it that way, so yeah, we're going to go to the student job now, and then maybe we'll call into the knock-through job again, and they want more work doing, so they've asked us to do the other ensuite and bathroom as well. So, but they've asked could I think, and then we've got the kitchen fella coming out today, so the landlord is sending someone from Hardens, but then I've also told them about Mike at Optimum Kitchen and Bathrooms, who we've used for the last however many years, like every student job, all the properties we've done. And so Mike does it through a company called TKC, which are, I think they're the largest manufacturer of kitchens. So I've seen one on Hardens advertised as like, I don't know, I can't remember the word in it, advertised as like the largest like kitchen wholesale, kitchen like, you know, showroom or whatever it is, whereas TKC are actually the biggest one. And Mike's obviously got a good deal with them, and he can build them all in his own workshop, so he can get stuff next day. He's dead quick, whereas Hardens, I've always found, they're a bit of a faff. Like, they sometimes, well, nearly all the time, they deliver the wrong item, and then they're great getting stuff delivered, but then when you need something exchanging, they're like, oh, do you want to bring it in, do you want to do it? And you're just like, you know, it's not my fault you've brought the wrong item, like, you should be sending someone to do it. And yeah, whereas Mike's just brilliant. You'll see on one of the videos when we were doing the Western job, literally come in and was like, oh, we had like a 300ml gap, and I was like, oh, what can we do there? And Mike was like, oh, I could knock up like a wine thing with it, and he dropped it off the same day. Went back, done it, and dropped it off. So yeah, I'd recommend Mike to everyone. I'll message him, see whether he's okay with me putting it on, because I know he's always busy. Right, let me see if I can get this. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. So this morning I've been dealing with Alibaba. So the one who we got a contact through for the road roller and the moulds and the concrete mixer. The road roller come, great, everything fine, picked it up, amazing. The concrete mixers just landed in the UK, and the Chinese forwarder, so the Chinese delivery side, have added over, I think it's $1,400 to the UK's like port side charges. So this is what I was telling you. This is the unknown when I'm saying about buying from China. Like, they can just add whatever they want, and obviously that then gets sent back to the Chinese shipping company. No idea why they do it, why it's okay to do it or whatever, but they just take the mick with it. But we've done like a trade assurance on this one, so we're only going to pay what we agreed the shipping was. So I think all in all, this mixer costs like $2,000, including the shipping. When you think that, it's just a metal drum with a motor. So like, it's not, you know, rocket science. But they've $2,000 including shipping, and then they tried to add nearly $1,500 to the delivery, and you're just like, you can't, like, you know what I mean? I don't know whether they've just took the mick. I don't know whether, no idea, because when I've tried to speak to people in the past about this, I don't know who the money goes to, but you'd imagine it has to go back to the seller, because otherwise, like, why would they use that company if they just randomly pluck numbers and go, oh yeah, just add all that onto the shipping? So we'll see what comes of it, because last time I done it with the excavator, it come with a charge on it, and I got down to the nitty gritty with the UK company. They said, look, the Chinese, they try it, some of them try it. He said mainly the ones off Alibaba just try it, but because we'd gone direct with that, we didn't go through Alibaba's trade assurance. I had no sort of comeback on it, so I just had to pay it. And I was still like, you know, it still worked out cheaper or whatever. Whereas this one now is just taking the mick, isn't it? $2,000, and they're trying to add $1,500. It's like 75%. But right, so I'm gonna open the gates, get this trailer off, and then we'll go to the student job and see how Ben has been getting on. So Ben's got the tipper, and go and get scaffold now, and we've got all the timbers for the dormer. Nice. He's got the OSB. Very nice. Let's see. Oh, turn your radio off a sec, Ben. Turn your radio off a sec. Morning.
Nice.
Oh, it's yours. Or as it is.
Yeah,
See, this is the only problem with the easy joists. You'd have to order it off plan, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You've got a little rail up.
I would avoid like any sort of potential alterations you might need to make or whatever.
Yeah. It's hard, isn't it? So what you can see here, obviously we've been on the extension job. What are we going to do? We're going to have to change that, aren't we? So they've had, obviously, so we'll have to swap that for probably a steel, will we? Or a big timber if we've got some. See what timbers we've got left over. So this bit's staying in, and we're just going to put 2 roof windows. Is it on the plan? Is it 1 or 2? Because I'll order them.
Not sure.
And then what you can see Ben's done where he's bricked up from double skin.
2 more.
Got that in, and then you can see where he's bricked up behind.
2 more.
That's this now fireproofed, and we've got a pad stone on the middle of the wall, not on the archway, and obviously the neighbour can extend theirs if they wanted to. I know it's a family, that, isn't it? Literally, you've got dormer, family home. That's a student one, because I think they done it.
Dormers either side.
Yeah.
It will be once this one's done.
And we've we're blessed with Scott's presence today. Labian.
Yeah, he said he was going to be late.
A bit late, but yeah. So tell us what you've done here. You've put the ridge steel in, yeah, and then obviously this roof was still in, wasn't it? And what you did was prop the ridge on top of the ridge steel, and then took the roof away.
Yep.
Nice. So that's not going anywhere. And what's the plan today?
Get like the roof structure of the dormer up.
Mm-hmm.
Get the goalposts there and the end goalpost.
So, what's a goalpost? Why do we use a goalpost?
To distribute the weight onto the strong parts of the house,
Yeah, that's it. So, the joists run this way. So, if they run the other way, we could just do a stud wall on that, because obviously that's where it's bolted into the wall. But we have done it to the wall there as well, haven't we?
Yeah, that section's bolted in.
Yeah, so underneath here, everything's about distributing the weight. So you said to me yesterday, what we used to do is we used to put timbers up here, all the way up, and then used to do a triple, didn't we? Triple 8x2. So it was like this big thick timber all the way up that sat on the steel. And then we built the stud wall off that so that the weight was on there and the steel. However, I said to Ben yesterday that all these joists run this way and that's bolted to the wall. So we can just stud the wall up off there, and it gives us that thing to insulate, doesn't it, on this side? But then this side we've had to put a double stringer in there to take the weight of the dormer, because under the regs we have to be 20 centimetres away from the eaves. However, you can see on this house it hasn't got any eaves. It's just got obviously the original roof sat on there. So we need to have a tile to here, and then our wall needs to start here, so that we've got OSB, batten, tile, and then we've got 20 centimetres. Otherwise it's not classed as. So you can see there on the neighbour's one, that little tile. However, no, they must have a step down in the, yeah, they do. I was going to say they've gone higher than the neighbour, haven't they? But it's just the way the road slopes down. They've stepped it down. See, like there. God, look at the bow on theirs.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that. Look, someone's had a wonky thing on my ear. Oh, maybe I'll do that, am I? That little bit there.
As the decaying slate.
Oh yeah, it's unusual for slate, isn't it? Because it's hard wearing. No, Mick?
Not today, no.
He's being lazy, is he?
What's that?
Is he being lazy?
No, he's in my dad's building a cupboard.
Oh, nice. Sand, you know what you're doing then? So, stud wall on the sides, and then obviously stud wall here, and then yeah. So technically we don't need to do a goalpost, but we do for this span here. Yeah. So what we do in terms of what we say goalpost, it's literally like a football goal. So obviously that span there, but we just do it across the whole thing, don't we? I know we've done it. It does make it. It does make it.
If we did a goalpost here,
Yeah.
because I was thinking the top of the goalpost would be at the same height as the bottom of the steel for the joist to sit on. Could we do it so the goalpost sits the same height as the joist, so that inside we don't have to come down and around it?
Yeah. You just have to put joist hangers on.
Joist hangers on either side.
Yeah. That's better, isn't it?
It'd be a ball like having that little bloody
Yeah.
nib inside on the ceiling.
Yeah. Do that. I thought we were getting away from. It still makes me laugh, that little window. It's just. But yeah, obviously now we've got to this stage where we took the roof off. It's just about getting the roof on as quick as possible, isn't it? And fiberglass. So if you just can get the frame up and try and OSB it. Thing is, if we OSB it, you want to be fiberglass and sort of straight away, don't you? Tomorrow.
We've got a roll of your screen down there.
Yeah, cover it. Yeah, do that. Right, I better get to this extension. Right, we're on the extension job and we have spun the shifters round. We've got morning. Everything in the front ready for a big pile of soil now.
Are you ready for school?
Well, we're gonna. This soil's all going, isn't it? So, not here. They just can't be anywhere on the driveway. So probably just stick them round the back. I've just been greasing the digger and I'm just going to change the bucket on it now. Right, so starting on obviously this side, we took the fence down between the neighbour and luckily we seem to have hit our ground straight away.
That's the first
Literally knee deep. That's the concrete footing, yeah. So the concrete footing should go down to hard ground. So if you just scoop the bits that I can't reach with the digger, so you can see anywhere you see orange, you can stop, you know what I mean? But if we just scoop that, I want to scrape all the thing out. We just want the trench to be completely orange when we do it, yeah? But get scrape down there footing, yeah? And then if you jump out, I'll scoop it up. And then... What's that? Yeah, crack on the front. I'll just get Ronnie to scoop this as I'm going, and then once I get to here, it should be alright. I might be able to swap for the 600 bucket then, and you know, scrape that out. Lovely. Right, we are motoring along here now, so you see all this orange. Basically, if I put the digger arm in and it scrapes it and it can't get through it, that's when we know we're on our ground. So if we can get this all the way round, I'm just gonna ring the grab hire company we use, see if I can get a grab booked in for today or not, because that'll be the next thing that'll be stopping us then, won't it? Hello? Hello? Oh, so one sec.
You hear me?
Hi mate, sorry, it's just gone onto my van.
No worries, I don't know, mate.
You alright? Any chance of a grab later today to Heighton?
Yeah, probably be tomorrow now, you know.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, we could come tomorrow morning.
Yeah, sound. We're just digging the footings now. We've got them shifters out, so...
Okay, yeah, sound, because it's tomorrow morning, would you send over your address and that and we'll get there?
Yeah, no worries, I'll text you it now.
Alright. Hey, you know we do Connie and that, though?
Do you do concrete, do you?
We do concrete now, we've got a concrete wagon volumetric, yeah?
I know he was talking about it. To be fair, my mate owns Spot Mix, so...
Spot mix, is it, yeah? Because it's just with the lad, because with this as well, obviously we got the batters and all that as well, and that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think he's doing that for... I think we pay...
Is that what you're paying, is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Alright, we do Connie anyway, so just so you know, do you know what I mean?
Sound?
And, yeah.
Sound, mate, go on. I'll text you this address now.
Okay, lad, sorry, mate.
Go on, see you soon.
Ta-ra now.
Bye,
See you soon, bye, bye.
I always forget that, you know, every time. It's always when Tony comes as well. Tony has the radio on and I'm ringing someone and it bloody goes onto the van. It's mad how fine it comes out, isn't it? Well, because it's hitting as it hits each conveyor, it breaks it up, doesn't it? But yeah, we've got a grab wagon coming tomorrow morning, so... It's what? Let's have a look. A wheelie bin. Yeah, that'll do, won't it? So we're just checking as we go. So from the wall of the house, we need to be 3 metre extension. We need to be 315 to that side, and we need to be 255 to this side. So what would it? Where I am there, that track.
There you go, yeah. Exactly.
That's fine. Just check that bit down there. So it needs to be 600 minimum.
Yeah.
It just looks like I need to come in a bit there, so just check that side, 255, because I can't reach there now. So if it is, you'll have to throw it out, you know, with the spade, and then I can bring the, once you move that, I can bring the digger in and scrape all this back then. So where's 255 there? Oh yeah, so I'm all right there. Just check this bit here, Ron. Just as close to that shifter as you can get. Let's just make sure. Where's 255?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, some sound down it. Alright. Right, if we can get this shifter out, and then I'll scrape. Yeah, I'll try and scrape all that back now. Yeah, sound. Oh, how you doing, mate? I'm not what? I'm just digging the footings now. I've got the inspector coming tomorrow. We're in Heighton, L36. He's going to come between 10 and 1 a.m. 10 and 1 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, do that, and I can change it if he comes early or whatever. But it's in 30 meters linear. Yeah. And yeah, I mean the depth, it's quite shallow, so we haven't got much to do, you know what I mean? Yeah, do that, and then what's that give us? Well, what's a wagon? 9? Yeah, well if you send, would you send the full wagon for that anyway? Yeah. Yeah, do that just in case, yeah. Sound? No worries, I'll see you then. Cheers, mate. Bye. Right, so we've got, I just phoned the building inspector, he can come tomorrow morning, he said, but that tomorrow morning is 10 till 1. And then I just put concrete in for after that. So we've got, I think things are going well at the minute. So we're this bit done now. So they might meant to set everything up and take the fence panels down. So if we carry on digging now and come down here and there, I'm hoping we can get that bit done by tomorrow morning. And we've got a little bit in the morning as well if we need to. Right, I'll scoop this bit out now, and then is that clay or sand? It's like, I don't even know, you know. Or is it clay sand? Right, so as always, we've hit a few snags. We had a few walls, and then where I've got to now, I can't get to this bit. I've just put the digger there and put it on an angle. However, I kept it in that. So obviously I left it and said, oh well, the lads can just do that one by hand. Then we had blockages on the shifters, and now I've left the digger run low on diesel, and so I need to like pull it through. And we've got an inspector coming tomorrow morning, and we've still got, we're halfway I'd say, and it's 2:45, Jesus. Right, so what I've done, I've opened the bottom of that and fuel's come out, and then I've just opened the top of this one. I don't know if I can do it where you can see it. We're gonna let the air out of that. There we go, stripping out. So I did have air in before, so it's just this hose now from here into the engine, which it's got a slight uphill bit there, but let's try it again now, please. Come on, what I don't want to do is just keep trying this now and do the battery. Oh, come on. Well, what a disaster that was. We just obviously tried it, and now the battery's absolutely dead. So trying to charge that one. We've got the other battery there, which is fully charged. So we could take that one out, put that one in. I don't know if I've got any jump leads on my van to just connect that battery to that one. But yeah, Ronnie, you were saying you reckon that's the pump, do you?
That's a little prime. that's your injector there. So once it's turning over, you just crack that. As soon as you get fuel, so you just shut it. But that's the bleeder. But you've let it run out on you. So that's the one. Right?
Annoying. Right, so I've just disconnected this bit down there. The fuel goes from the tank into the fuel filter and then into the fuel pump, which is there. And then from the fuel pump, it comes up this injector into here. So and then this decompresses the engine so that you can crank it. But what we've done is we've loosened the injector. It only holds that. We've loosened this, so what we want to see is air coming out and then fuel coming out. So you can see fuel coming out of that now. I'm going to retighten that one. And then now we've just got no battery to jump start it. So
You know what?
what? No, it's got no crank. Pull that up. It's not got enough crank to turn the watch. So we're just gonna have to leave that now. And I feel like I've ruined the day by not putting diesel in at lunch. I said us to do it as well, and I was like, and we even brought another battery, and that's the one that was dead on the student job. And I brought it here, put it on charge, and we had it on charge for about an hour. And then obviously we were messing around, we took it off charge, and then it's just been left inside. So you try and do things, and then you just think it doesn't work. So I'm tempted to take the battery off the van, but then it's 20 to 4, so it's like, gotta try and push everything back now, because we haven't got, well, if we come in the morning, we haven't really got a grab's worth of soil yet. So what a frustrating end of the day, and it's all my fault for letting the diesel run out in the digger. And it could potentially cost us loads unless I'm going to try and get there as early as I can tomorrow and just make sure we've got a full load of soil getting picked up. I'm just going to Rude. He wants the other leak on the urinal, and they've got no stop tap. Well, they don't know where the stop tap is. So this is what it looks like in the day. Just had to snatch it live, so I've just literally got like a piece ready with an elbow, putting into the urinal, cut the live, not the live, the live feed, well, the water, and connected that up, a new isolator, turned it off, and then I've redone that bit now, and then now I've just got to do the pipes underneath the screw. So this is the bit I've come out for, because this went into obviously 50mm into a reducer to 40mm, and someone had just put the 32mm head straight into that and just like siliconed it, and obviously it started dripping, and then here was dripping and there was dripping, so I've had to cut it. Luckily I've got a bit of flex at the back there where obviously it goes an elbow into that one, but this is the bit I have to snatch on. So up here they had like a different isolator, and this bit was just totally threaded, so you couldn't get any grip in turning it, and it was on quite full actually. It was literally putting water out every, I don't know, minute or something. So we're gonna put that on now so it starts filling. I'll put it on full. I'll put it on full so we get a few cycles of water going through, so that I can see. I tell you what, it wasn't far off that, was it? Like, that's how fast it was coming out before. So let's just... Obviously how they work, just water goes in, and when it gets to a certain level, it trips the flush. So it's literally like a system behind the toilet, trips that. That'll come down where they've boxed in here, and it'll just come out. So all I'll do is return that isolator valve so it's like nearly closed and just let it come out slowly. Said that the water bill must be massive in here. It's just doing that all night. You need to get like the little scented ones. Yeah, just like you get them on the sinks now as well, don't you? Like you know, you put your hand under it. So as someone stands here, it'll. That one's obviously filling up quicker than this one. There you go. And we just want to check all these joints now. The one I was worried about was like there was like a drip here, but there was nothing like sort of loose that I could see, so as long as that's all done. But yeah, no drips now. And then that's getting boxed in, so I'll dry it, so if there's anything wet then obviously it's I still got it, but yeah, that's sound. It is 8:15 and I'm finally on the way home. I've tried to pick some cough medicine up for Anderson, but yeah, I've done that call out at the strippers and nice easy, well, say an easy one. It was an easy one, but it would have been a bit tricky obviously if it didn't snatch the water main because I didn't know where the stop tap was. And then I went upstairs and they had a kitchen sink that was draining slow. So one thing I told them, which obviously I'll share with you, is I didn't video that one, I don't know why, I just forgot. Is if you have a drain that's going slow and you think that it might be blocked. So there's a few theories here which they had, and the first one is that yeah, it's blocked. So best thing you can do is wait for it to, like, you know, if it's trickling out slowly, wait for like all the cold water to be gone and then pour boiling hot water down. Don't not like lukewarm or anything like that, it needs to be boiling hot water, and boiling hot water will break up any of the fat or rubbish that's in the pipe. And also I've had one where the pipe's been it was on show so I could see it and I could feel it, and I poured the boiling hot water down and I felt the bottom of the pipe and it was freezing cold and the top of the pipe was boiling hot. So what does that tell you? That tells you that the pipe is completely blocked with rubbish and the only water that's getting out is the tiny bit that's left at the top. So I ended up just disconnecting that, and I think I just blew down that. I literally just blew it and it all come out, like loosened it up. The hot water obviously helped. But this one, I got to, I should have filmed this, I got to use me Ryobi auger, and I think obviously that helps. So I set the auger down, it goes 7 meters, whereas I doubt that pipe runs 7 meters before going into a soil pipe. However, what it does is it just goes mad in the pipe and scratches and breaks up all the fat and rubbish, and obviously helps you flush it down. So I used that, put it back together, and it was flushing fine. So it probably did have some bits in. He said it's in the office where people are using noodles, and pot noodles are bad because by nature they're filled with like a filling agent that makes it go thick. So when if you ever leave a pot noodle, if you think you've had it and it's all watery, if you leave it, you'll come back to it and it'll be hard. It'll be like solid jelly, and it does that in the pipes if you leave it. The other theory is that they've had this before in one of their bars where they've got such hot water that it literally comes out the tap boiling from the boiler, and it was warping the pipes, so they didn't have enough support clips, and when the water was boiling hot, it was obviously drooping the pipes, and then as the pipe drooped, that lowest bit would get any rubbish that got pushed down the sink would stop at that bit, and then it'd like it'd almost be like a trap, a pea trap, a water trap. So it'd always be full of water, and then obviously you'd have to have enough water to push that stuff out into the main, which obviously slowed it down, made it more likely to block. And then when it did block, obviously it'd back up through the sink. So I couldn't see behind this one, but I used my auger, and it seemed to unblock it, so hopefully that is it. Right, and then I just phoned Ben. I'm having a bit of an issue at the minute because my public liability insurance is up for renewal, and I've just got the first quote back at like £4,000, and like last year before this claim it was like £1,000, and thanks to this claim, which again it's just mad because like that claim I still feel has got absolutely nothing to do with us. Like there's literally the grids like that still like all the way down these shooting jobs now, but that claim was over £10,000, and they said that any claim over 10,000, anything over 5 is considered a high, and then anything over 10 is considered like obviously a big claim. And I'm like, I just can't believe that goes down as a big claim, and I don't know what's happened or why they didn't go to court. But yeah, now it's me who's paying for it because my insurance has gone up £3,000 a year. But what is weird is that my insurance stayed the same just with them, and this claim actually happened in 2021, and you have claims on the system for 5 years, so we're nearly over that period. But obviously it's only just affecting me insurance now, which is what I find weird. You'd think it would have been affecting it straight away. Right, that is it for Thursday. I'm gutted that we didn't get the footings all dug. I'm going to try and push the grab hire back slightly just to make sure we've got a full load, or maybe I won't, as long as they just don't come first thing at like 7:30, 8 in the morning. We probably have got enough there, but I always like to have more so that we're getting a full load rather than them taking like a 3/4 load and charging you full. But yeah, Friday tomorrow, and I need to pay all the lads. However, I need to invoice people for this week because I'm still playing catch up, and I still need to sort out the concrete mixer that's arrived in the UK with $1,500 of added fees on it that I didn't know about. So I might need to go through the trade assurance, and you know what, it's just today's one of them days where I just think, who the hell would own a business? Because like, yeah, public liability's gone up £3,000. Where's that coming from? You know, they've added $1,500 to this one shipment. Where's that coming from? Just all sorts, everything going on. We've got Western selling, and I'm just paying extra for engineers' comments and for surveyors to come out and look at a wall, and it's like, where's that coming from? It's just literally, it's relentless. I think you have good and bad times, that you've got to remember the good times when you're having days like today where everything's just, I have months where people just ring you and they're just like, give me money, and it just gets like, these last 2 months I've just felt like, wow, like fleet insurance gone up, liability's gone up, everything. You just think like, oh, should I just stop for 5 years so they all reset and then I can start up again? But right, I hope you're enjoying me moaning, and I'll get more footage tomorrow, and we are going to get that extension dug and concrete in tomorrow, and that, for me, we are amazing at that side of the job. Like, we're going to get that up and bricked up to damp proof and concreted then the next week, as long as it's not raining, and drainage, you know, that job's going to be flying now. And I was chatting with Ben saying it's nice having 2 or 3 people on the job, and I'm not like panicking about it. I'll be getting most out of them and getting most out of them. So hopefully it continues and we can keep doing more jobs like this. So yeah, please subscribe, please tell everyone about it, blah blah blah.